this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to do this Halo Dutch braid, and it is just one braid all around. So let's go ahead and get started. To start out, I just had loose curls, or curly hair will be just fine. And you start out a couple inches back from your forehead, and it is a Dutch braid, so you're going to get the end pieces and tuck it underneath. And with my thumbs, I am gathering a little more hair into that section. So again, get the outer pieces and fold it underneath. And although there starts to be a kind of crooked line where I gather some hair into the braid, it's not going to matter in the end because we are going to pull or tug on the curves of the braid to give it that fuller effect. So it'll be hiding the part anyway. So again, it's just the same braid, just gathering pieces with your thumb, intertwining it into the braid by bringing it to the middle. Holding the braid in one hand allows you to pull or tug on the pieces to make the braid look much fuller. I really like how pancaked or pulled out braids look, so I do it to just about every single braid of mine, but of course it is preference, so you can keep it as tight or skinny as you would like. So after a while you are going to get to this area of your head where it's going to be a little awkward because you're going to have to reposition your hands so that it's much more comfortable to braid in the back of your hair. So I've slowed it down to show how I collect all of the strands of hair into my left hand to move my right hand all the way around my head. And so I section it off using my fingers as dividers, starting with my thumb and index finger being the first. So if you could see, my fingers are what's dividing each section to keep them separated. And when I get to the back of my hair with my right hand, I just collect that top piece and I do gather some, and then I grab the middle piece, and from there you're going to have to just move all your hair towards the back to make it much easier. And then of course you do want to loosen it up and pancake out that braid, and you'll go just back into braiding this Dutch braid, gathering hair into each section as you go. And because my hair is long and I will be pretty much overlapping this Dutch braid around my head, if you could see, it's going a little diagonal because I will be adding it right below the left area. So that's why it kind of goes from high to a little low, and it's not a perfect semicircle in the back. It'll make a lot more sense later. And we've reached another awkward area where we have to reposition our hands. So again, I collected all this time in my right hand, and you're just going to get a feel for each divided section and continue on from there. And you are going to continue to intertwine locks of hair into the braid until about this area right here, just because you have enough hair already. And you're going to just braid what you have left without collecting any more strands of hair. And you do want to make sure after you have a good section of it braided to pancake or flatten it out to give it that full bodied look. And from here you are just going to finish that braid until you've ran out of hair, always remembering to pull out or pancake out the braid as much as you would like. And once you get to the end, we are going to tie it off with just a little mini black elastic. And you are going to make sure that it's really, really tight, which is why I wrap it around so many times. But at the end, instead of keeping just a straight kind of mini ponytail at the end, I create a loop so that it's much more efficient to secure with a bobby pin. So you're going to wrap it around your head, getting a feel for the placement of it. And you're going to secure it with bobby pins. I do put just one on the very top to keep it from moving around or shifting around on the top of my head. And once that's secure, you're going to wrap it around the back. I do mine underneath, and of course it's up to you whether you want to do it on top. And that loop I was talking about, you're kind of just going to hide it underneath that braid that's pulled out, and you are going to bobby pin that loop and making sure to get the elastic in between the bobby pin. You do want to put a few bobby pins in that area just to keep it from falling out throughout the day. And then you do want to take a look in the mirror and just look out for any flyaway pieces or tug on the braid a little more. And once it is fully secured, we are all finished. Hopefully this tutorial was easy enough for you to follow along with. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.